I'm Emily Mashak, and you're listening to Tuned In to NoCo, Town Square Media show that lets you know what matters in NoCo. Even though COVID-19 is making Halloween a little different this year, the city of Loveland is still going to celebrate. So today I'm talking with Cindy Mackin, Abby Powell, Celeste Smith, Kim Akeley-Charron, and Jill Atchison about the Halloween and art events going on in Loveland this October. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies. To start off, it wouldn't be Halloween without pumpkins. So let's talk about the Downtown Pumpkin Festival. It's the first one this year. What's going on?
We are going to have our initial Downtown Pumpkin Festival on Saturday, October 24th, and it is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and it's going to be in the Foundry Plaza, which is at 3rd between Lincoln and Cleveland, if you haven't been to the Foundry Plaza downtown yet. And we are asking, because of all of the rules, you do have to sign up in advance on our website and choose a time and a ticket option. But the overall idea of the festival is to get started this year. We have paired up with some great Loveland local artists to help you decorate your pumpkins. So creative different ways. You can bring the family down or some friends. You get a pumpkin with your admission. And then you can choose an artist to get the supplies and decorate your pumpkin there on site, or you can take it home. We've also partnered with the library and the museum. They're going to have booths there with some kids' activities to do, some make and take activities. And then the City Parks and Recs Department is bringing in some of the farmers market booths. So there's going to be everything pumpkin available, breads and different food options. So that's a little bit about the Pumpkin Festival.
That sounds like so much fun. And you touched on this a bit earlier, but what COVID-19 precautions do people need to be aware of when they show up?
Absolutely. So we are spreading out the people so that we only have a certain number each hour. So you do have to sign up for a specific time through Eventbrite and your tickets. And so we ask that people only come if they have tickets and a scheduled time. And then we will ask that people wear masks as they go around to the different artist booths and to the different farmers market vendors as well. That's some of our precautions. We do have some tables that people will be allowed to sit down and decorate their pumpkin at, and we'll be sanitizing everything in between, doing all of the protocols to keep it safe.
Perfect. And where can they find that sign-up link?
Absolutely. They can go to downtownloveland.org/pumpkin festival.
Now, another fun event that's going on in Loveland is the NoCo Drive-Thru Trick or Treat, which is such a fun way to still have that Halloween spirit, even with COVID-19. It's on October 31st. Tell me the details.
Great, Emily. This is Kim Akeley-Charron. I'm Executive Director of Thompson Education Foundation, and we are thrilled to partner to produce this drive-through trick-or-treat experience. We're partnering with My Big Day Events and also The Ranch, and The Ranch is where this activity will take place. It's happening from 11 to 4 on Saturday, October 31st. I will tell you that at this point, all the slots that we had opened up to be compliant with the COVID protocols have filled, which is exciting to have a sold-out event. We have created a waiting list, and we do have some folks on there, and we will keep on top of that and let as many as possible come if we have some cancellations, although it seems to be the hottest ticket in town, so maybe not. And then the exciting thing for us is that this is also an opportunity for sponsors in the community to come together to support an event for families at a time when it's really hard to do that, and then also to support Thompson Education Foundation, because we are the nonprofit beneficiary of this particular event. And so our work here at Thompson Education Foundation is to provide opportunities and experiences for the students and staff of Thompson School District. So everything, all the proceeds from this event will go directly to supporting students in a time when student support is more critical than ever because of some of the changes and opportunities, I guess, that COVID have created for us. So the event at the ranch from 11 to 4, families signed up for a 30-minute time slot. Basically, it's almost like a reverse parade. The booths and vendors and Halloween experiences will be on the side, and people will very, very slowly drive their cars through those experiences to trick or treat. So kids can dress up. They can roll the windows down on both sides of their vehicles. We'll have great bags that they can put their treats inside.
That is so much fun. And I love that it's going to a great cause. And I know we touched on this a little bit last week with our art show interview, but for listeners who may have missed that, can you tell me a bit more about the Thompson Education Foundation and how have you witnessed it impact children in NoCo?
Absolutely. So we are the 501c3 or nonprofit partner to Thompson School District. We support a variety of activities, opportunities, scholarships within the Thompson School District. The last several years, we've given out over $250,000 a year in scholarships. And so when we're talking about the type of impact that we can have on students through Thompson Education Foundation, honestly, it's as broad and as creative as we can possibly be. We want to make sure that students have equal access to opportunities and that those barriers that might get in the way of educational success are removed.
I love that. Well, thank you, Kim. So excited for this event and glad that it can help the foundation. We also have another fun Halloween event in the 14th annual Sentara Halloween Hullabaloo at the Marketplace at Sentara. And this year's event is going to be drive-in style. So what does that mean?
We are excited to be putting on the 14th annual Sentara Halloween Hullabaloo. It's taking place on Friday, October 30th and Saturday, October 31st. Instead of a typical street festival this year, we are going to transition and host an outdoor drive-in movie, both on the evening of Friday and Saturday. It will take place at the Marketplace at just east of Jimmy John's and south of Marshall's, right in the parking lot. We'll be able to accommodate roughly 40 vehicles per movie. We'll have 3 showings on Friday and 4 showings on Saturday. We'll plan to feature Hotel Transylvania, the Addams Family, and Monster House. Reservations will be required through our Eventbrite system, and all movie tickets will be free. And we're looking at getting Loveland's House of Neighborly Service. We'll be in cash donations as well as non-perishable food items and toiletry needs. And a list of those will be accessible on our event page.
Those are such cute movies. And now we have yet another Halloween event for adults this time, the Loveland Zombie Festival, which is a bar crawl downtown. How is this going to work this year with COVID-19 precautions?
The Downtown Zombie Festival is a little bit different this year due to COVID. That event is organized by the Loveland Ale Works team. And they have put together an event that will be at their brewery location. Instead of having a group of people go around place to place, they have that their plans approved directly at their brewery. So it will expand into their back parking lot, and you can sign up for specific zombie crawl tickets on the Loveland Ale Works website. But they encourage people to dress up, and it's a whole lot of fun. They are going to maintain social distancing policies by making sure all the tables are spread out, and you will have to sign up in groups. Be sure to get your tickets there.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Abby. And now on top of Halloween events, we also have so many fun art community events going on in Loveland, including the Scarecrow Scavenger Hunt. So I know some people have already seen them around town. What's going on with all that?
Sure. We're super excited to be partnering with DDA, LDP, and Sentara on bringing, the first annual, hopefully, official Scarecrow Scavenger Hunt. And it does start today. All of the installations went in this weekend. There's 3 different scarecrows all around Loveland. So starting today, people can pick up their official Scarecrow map either at the visitor center, or if you go to visitloveland.com, you can download a map from there. There's also an interactive Google map works them all out. And we're encouraging people to go around to all 33 of the different scarecrows. It is kind of a contest over the next month If you submit a photo with the hashtag Loveland Scarecrow, we put into a drawing. We have all sorts of fun prizes, including a Loveland staycation with a $100 gift card to Promenade Shop, 52 meals at Chick-fil-A, escape room experience, all sorts of really cool, fun prizes that were donated here from within the community. But it was a really cool program that got put together. Celeste and Abby and myself and Nicole and a whole bunch of people worked on this, and to feature amazing artists. I think we have 19 different artists that helped to create these sculptures and scarecrows that are all around town, and they're super fun ones. If you haven't seen some of the pictures that are starting to get out there, just installing them this weekend, it was an amazing site to see them all go up. Just go to visit loveland.com. There's a whole list. There's like 1, 2, 3 on how to do it, but you can either email them, you can upload them, you can send a link with your pictures and post them with the hashtag Loveland Scarecrow, and that automatically gets you signed up. At all of the different Scarecrow locations, there is a sign with a QR code that if you scan it, it'll take you right to all of the instructions on how to enter.
Perfect. I love that. I can't wait to see them all around downtown. And people will also have a chance to get their artistic fix with the Loveland Art Studio Tour, virtual and in person. What does a tour entail?
This year is going to be October 10th and 11th, and the 17th and 18th from 11 a.m. to 5. We are running it about half-mast per the Larimer County Health Department, meaning about half the artists as usual. But we do have about 60. So that's great. There's a lot of the galleries downtown participating. So we have 32 individual artist studios open and a couple of galleries. And then we've got about 8 artists going virtual only. So the studio tour is going to look really different this year. We're going virtual and we're going to be in person. So as how that's going to work is everything virtual is on our website, which is lovelandartstudiotour.com. And from there, you can download a custom app that's got all the maps and all the activities and everything happening on the custom app. They're also on the website. And this year, we've also added some kids' activities at the museum. We're doing some art bags that's got some projects in them for them to do, and they're also doing some workshops. All that information is on the museum website. It's also going to be on our website after tomorrow. And so we're adding the fun kids activities. We will be requiring all social distancing at all locations, and masks will be required at all locations. We're following the bill of downtown where only 10 people are allowed at a time with space permitting, as long as the 6-foot social distancing can be adhered to. Another thing we have this year is we have little goodie bags for the kids full of art projects. I think there's 5 projects in a bag, and those can be picked up at the museum. And the pickup times for those are October 15th from 3 to 5. And you should check the museum website because it's either going to be at the Beat Center or at the main lobby of the museum for pickup on those. It is going to look different, but we are able to do it. The artists are super excited to be able to do something this year, but we are going to be following all of Larimer County Health Department regulations.
Great. Well, thank you, Jill. I love that people will still be able to enjoy local art while staying safe. We also have a special Dia de los Muertos exhibit at the Loveland Museum and the Loveland Public Library. What will people be able to see there?
Hi, yes. We have a couple of what are called nichos that are these really neat displays for Dia de los Muertos. And those are located, one at the a new project for the Loveland Creative District. This is the first year that we have been formed as a Loveland Creative District. We are taking part in a display of nichos that is a partnership with the Denver Botanic Gardens. These nichos were decorated by Armando Silva, who is a Greeley artist. So ours on display at the Loveland Museum. Those have been filled with altered displays that have been created by local Loveland groups. really display the Hispanic heritage here in our Loveland community. So people can also go around to the other Northern Colorado creative districts. So 2 of those same nicho display cabinets are located in Longmont. There are 2 in Fort Collins, 2 in Greeley, and 2 in Sterling. So it was a partnership between all of our Northern Colorado creative districts to do that for Dia de los Muertos. And the really neat tie-in is that one of our scarecrows that was decorated for the Scarecrow Scavenger Hunt was decorated by a few of our youth, created here with Juice and Imagination in Loveland, and it has a Dia de los Muertos theme. So that one is right outside the museum. It'll be a great thing. And those are on display through Dia de los Muertos, the beginning of November.
I can't wait to go see the displays, and to thank you all, ladies, for taking the time to talk to me today about the fun events in Loveland this month. Is there anything else you would like to add?
I'd like to speak again, if I could. This is Kim with the Drive-Thru trick-or-treat experience. We talked about the fact that the slots for the families coming through are filled. However, we are still happy to welcome anyone who wants to sponsor a vendor booth or sponsor the event. Again, all the proceeds from the event go toward Thompson Education Foundation, and people who are interested in being part of this and having that opportunity to be face-to-face with consumers and face-to-face with folks in the community, that would be at Thompson, TEF.org is where you can find out all the information about how to participate.
I'm looking at a poster right now that has about 26 different events that are happening in the month of October. Everything from really cool, scary movies at the Rialto, to the ghost tours that they're having there, to Downtown Beer Week and Harvest Night festivals and the Governor's Art Show. So there's a lot of amazing things that are still happening in Loveland. We have them all listed on our website, which is visitloveland.com. A great resource for people who are wondering what is still going on right now. And fortunately, there's a lot of wonderful things that are still happening.
In our Downtown Beer Week, it's October 12th through the 18th. And there'll be a different promotion in each downtown brewery during that week, the 12th through the 17th. And then it ends on the 18th with a really awesome tasting event that's going to be at the Poorhouse downtown. And people will be able to purchase tickets, and there'll be exclusive fall brews that will be created by our downtown breweries that you'll get a taster of each brew with your ticket, as well as some appetizers. So that look for those tickets to go on sale soon here. And that's at the Poorhouse in downtown.
Again, that was Cindy Mackin, Abby Powell, Celeste Smith, Kim Akeley-Charron, and Jill Atchison talking about all of the fun Halloween and art-related events going on in Loveland this month. Learn more about these events by visiting visitlovelandco.org.